Hey, it's Jeff Hartman, the Neptune Man, and today we've got a HE3T Steam, and it's giving me the F21 error. So when I open the door up, I tried a couple cycles to reset it, and it just kept filling up with more water. So when I opened the door up, water came out. So I closed the door, and what I'm going to use here is a cookie sheet. And then you notice this machine's a little higher off the ground. It's got the rubber blocks under it. I don't know if you can see the rubber block right here. So it puts the machine up about an inch or so off the floor than what you may have. But cookie sheets would still work. When you try to, here's the pump, and the pump is not working, it's just humming. I just get a hum. And I'm going to have to drain the water out. And so what I do is there's a rubber tab right here. If you pull this rubber tab, and then you can actually pull the pump forward a little bit like this. And then you want it over this edge here. So when the water comes out, it doesn't pour on the floor pan, which will kind of roll everywhere, and you'll have water everywhere in the room. So then once you put it above this beam here, the support, you can just twist this and let water out. I'll fill up the cookie sheet, halfway, 3/4, and then it's going to take a few cycles because depending on how much water you have in there. And then I empty the cookie sheet in a bucket, okay, and then I put it back down and keep repeating until you run out of water. And then you can take the pump out and take a look at it, see if there's something in there. It seemed like this pump, when I emptied it out first time, it was working. You could hear it spinning, but then when there's water in there, it did not spin. So there may be something in the pump, or the pump just may be bad. I'm thinking the pump might be bad. It's I think this machine's about 8 years old. Okay, to remove your Kenmore Elite or Whirlpool Duet pump, and also the Maytag Epic, I've got it loose right now. It's out, and there's a couple clamps for the hoses. And then the electrical, I'll remove the electrical first. You got to flip this end up. You kind of squeeze in, and then that will expose your wire. And then you can unplug the wire. Okay, I've got the electric unplugged. Then we'll take 2 clamps off. We'll remove the pump and have a towel ready, because you'll have a little bit of residual water in there too, even after you've used your if you used cookie sheet to get the water out. There'll be some in those pipes as well. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Oh, here I put a towel under the pump. I'm getting ready to take off the 2 clamps, and I'll probably have a little bit of water comes out. Okay, I've unhooked both hoses here. This is the discharge tube here. And then we got the main drain there, so now the pump should come out, and we can take a look at it and take it apart, see if there's junk in there, and hopefully we can resurrect this pump. And I checked the screen in here when you take out this right here. It didn't look too bad. It had a couple pennies in there, but nothing major. I think the thing just needs cleaned out. And it's like some screws here. I can separate the pump from the motor, and we'll see if we can get that motor spinning. Alright, we've taken the pump apart. We just took out 3 screws. And then here's the pump. It rotates. I get like the magnetic feel to it. The impellers seem to be nice and strong. I'm not sure. I'm going to plug it in and try to run it just like this and see how fast it spins, and we'll try that. Because it was just humming with water in there, so I'm wondering it might just be weak and it can't run when there's water in there. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, we'll try that. Alright, when you first start the machine, you want to shut it off before any water comes in there, because you're going to get water on your towel here. So we're just going to start the machine up, hit go. It should turn the pump on, and we're going to see how this thing spins. And just be ready to turn the machine off before the water valves kick on, because it'll try to empty the tub out first. And as always, be careful when working around electricity. We'll have 120 volts on this pump. Alright, so it doesn't sound good. I mean, it sounds kind of weak. Alright, so we can stop it. Just wonder if I can stop this while it's running. See how strong this thing is carefully. We'll redo it. We'll do the same thing. This time I'm going to hold this and see, and be ready to pull my finger off to see how strong this impeller is. If it's not very strong, then that's a bad pump. Just be ready to bring your finger off there quick. Yeah, it's real weak. It's look at that. We got a bad motor here. Let's have a bad spot because I can get it where it tries, but once it starts, it's okay. It's still not very strong. But it's like it has a bad spot. I'll turn the water off. Okay, so it's like the pump's bad on this one. So I'll have to order another pump. Okay, I hope this video is helpful. And this is a Kenmore Elite HE3T Steam, but they're all the same pretty much. This front loader design, it's Whirlpool design. And if you have a Whirlpool Duet, Kenmore Elite, Maytag Epic, you have pretty much the same setup here that this one has. And yeah, there's just it's like a bad area in the motor where it don't want to start. And if it gets in that spot, it's not going to start. And especially when you got water in there, which puts load on it. Okay, hope this was helpful. Thanks, bye-bye.